Hey everyone, welcome to Learning English Faster. I'm Mike.
And I'm Anna. We are so glad you're tuning in today.
Anna, have you ever walked into a coffee shop, looked at the big menu, and felt a little nervous, like you don't know exactly what to say in English?
Oh, absolutely. Especially when there's a long line of people behind you and you feel the pressure. You're worried you'll say the wrong thing.
Exactly. Well, in this episode, you'll learn exactly what to say. We're going to make ordering coffee in English easy and stress-free.
We'll cover how to order, how to customize your drink, and all those tricky little phrases you hear in a real coffee shop.
But before we start, if you want to speak English more naturally and confidently, please like this episode and subscribe to our channel.
And please leave a comment. We love reading them. Your comments help us make our lessons better and help our community of learners grow.
All right, let's get started. So you walk up to the counter. The first thing the barista, the person who makes coffee, will probably say something like,
Hi, what can I get for you today? Or maybe, what can I get started for you?
right. Both of those just mean, what would you like to order? It's a friendly, common greeting. So how do you answer? The easiest and most natural way is to say, I'll have a.
Let's practice that. So if I want a large latte, I say, I'll have a large latte.
Perfect. Let's have our listeners try. Repeat after me. I'll have a large latte.
Another very common way to order is using, can I get a? It's a polite question. For example, can I get a medium coffee?
Exactly. It sounds very natural. Let's have everyone practice that one too. Repeat after me. Can I get a medium coffee?
Okay, Mike, let's do a quick role play. You be the customer and I'll be the barista. Ready?
I'm ready.
Hi there. What can I get for you today?
Hi, can I get a small black coffee, please?
Sure thing. That's a perfect, simple order. But wait, Mike, you said black coffee. That might be a new phrase for some learners. What does it mean?
Excellent question. Black coffee is simply coffee with nothing added. No milk, no cream, no sugar. Just plain coffee.
So if you like your coffee plain, that's the phrase to use. Let's have everyone repeat that phrase. Say it with us. Black coffee.
Okay, now let's talk about customizing your drink. You need to choose a size. Usually it's simple, small, medium, or large.
Right, but some big coffee chains use special words like tall, grande, and venti. It can be confusing because tall actually means small.
It can, but don't worry. My tip is if you forget those special words, just say small, medium, or large. Every barista in the world will understand you.
That's great advice. Okay, so after you order, the barista might ask you a question. It sounds like, room for cream?
Yes, let's break that down. Room for cream. This simply means, do you want me to leave a small space at the top of your cup?
Right, space so you can add your own milk or cream. If you want space, you say, yes, please. If you want the cup full, you say, no, thank you.
Exactly. For example, a full order could be, can I get a large coffee with room for cream, please? Let's have everyone repeat the key phrase, room for cream.
Here's another super useful phrase, a splash of. This is for when you want the barista to add a little bit of milk for you.
A splash of means a small amount of a liquid. It's not a precise measurement. You could order, I'll have a coffee with a splash of oat milk.
And you can use this phrase in other situations too. For example, at breakfast, you might say, I like my cereal with a splash of milk. Let's practice it. Repeat after me. A splash of.
Okay, time for our next mini role play. This time, I'll be the barista, and Anna, you're the customer. Use the new phrases we just learned.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi there, what can I get for you?
Hi, I'll have a medium coffee, please.
Sure, would you like room for cream?
No, thank you, but could you add a splash of whole milk?
You got it. Anything else for you today?
No, that's everything.
Perfect. See how she used a splash of there? It sounded completely natural.
And hey, if you're finding this lesson helpful and want us to make more on topics like this, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe.
And definitely comment below if you have a question or a topic you want us to cover next. We read every single comment.
All right, let's move on. What if you want to ask if the coffee shop has something? Maybe you want a snack like a muffin or a different kind of milk.
The key phrase here is, do you have any? For example, excuse me, do you have any croissants? Or do you have any sugar-free options?
It's a really useful all purpose question. Let's practice it together. Repeat after us. Do you have any?
Okay, now for a phrase you'll hear from the barista. After you order and pay, they might say, okay, coming right up.
Humming right up. Let's break that down. It's a friendly and informal way to say, I'm going to make your order right now.
Exactly. You don't really need to respond to it, but it's good to understand what it means. It just means your order is in progress. Let's have everyone repeat it. Coming right up. Anna, that's a great point. And while we are on the topic of understanding the barista, let's dive deeper into the coffee menu itself. Sometimes the names of the drinks can be confusing.
That's so true. You see words like macchiato or Americano, and you might not know what they are. Let's break down some of the most common coffee drinks. Okay, Mike, here's a tricky situation. What if they make a mistake with your order? This can be very stressful for learners.
Good idea. Let's start with the base of most of these drinks, espresso. Espresso is a very strong, concentrated coffee served in a small cup. It's the foundation.
It can be, but there is a very polite way to handle it. The key is to start with, excuse me, or I'm sorry to bother you, but.
Right. And if you add hot water to espresso, you get an Americano. It's similar in strength to regular drip coffee, but with a different flavor. Let's have our listeners repeat that. Americano.
Right, starting politely is very important.
Then you can say, I think I ordered a latte, or I believe I asked for almond milk. Using I think or I believe is softer and more polite than saying, you gave me the wrong drink.
That's a fantastic tip. It keeps the conversation friendly, and the barista will be happy to fix it for you.
All right, we're at the final step, paying and finishing up. After the barista takes your order, they will probably ask a very important question.
For here or to go, this is a classic.
Yes, let's explain this one carefully. For here means you plan to stay and drink your coffee inside the coffee shop.
And to go means you're taking it with you to leave. In other countries like the UK or Australia, you might hear takeaway instead of to go. They mean the same thing.
So you just need to answer simply, for here, please, or to go, please. Let's practice both. Repeat after me. For here, please.
Great, now the other one. Repeat after me. To go, please.
Excellent. After that, they might ask, how would you like to pay? You can answer, by card, please, or with cash.
And the very last step, sometimes they'll ask, would you like a receipt? You can just give a simple yes, please, or no, thank you.
And that's it. You've successfully ordered coffee in English.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today. Let's do a super quick review of the key phrases.
Good idea. First, to order, you can say, I'll have a, or can I get a?
We learned important phrases like room for cream and a splash of for customizing your drink.
We learned the barista's phrases like coming right up and the big question, for here or to go.
Now, we have a challenge for you, our listeners.
That's right. Your homework is to write your perfect coffee order in the comments below. Use at least one of the new phrases you learned today.
Yes. For example, you could write, Hi, I'll have a large coffee with a splash of milk to go, please. We can't wait to see your orders.
And if you haven't already, please like this episode and subscribe to Learning English Faster so you don't miss our next lesson.
Thank you all so much for listening today. Keep practicing and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
You're doing great. We'll talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.